Do you ever feel like you're in the dark? Like, not literally in the dark, but maybe you don't have all the information, or maybe you're watching the mainstream media and they're giving you something totally, a total story, totally something different than the truth and the reality. Of course, they're going to feed you what they want you to hear because that's how they do. You know that about 6 companies own the mainstream media. You got Disney, Time Warner, Sony. I don't know all of the channels, but I did study that in sociology. There's 6. And if they're connected to the WHO, World Health Organization, well, they're trying to go for the UN, which is the United Nations, and the New World Order. That right there probably could get me a strike just for saying that. You know, I don't make any money going on this channel. I don't monetize and I don't have any commercials whatsoever. I'm trying to help most of us to learn as fast as we can, reading some history, reading some books that help to open up the understanding in your mind so that you can kind of see what's going on. I just recently got a strike on my channel because I had an interview and oh, looks like I got some people coming in. Hey, Kimberly. Well, I've invited some people to come in on my chat on the channel for tonight, and they know that we're recording. So the whole idea is that we're just trying to help the collective to go as fast as we can, get more information to the people. And hey, we're all doing our part. Each one of us, has a part to play in it. And no superstars or gurus or anything here. We're just regular people trying to learn as much as we can and talk about certain subjects that we're studying so that we can all learn. So please like, subscribe to my channel, and share. And please comment in the comment section because that's where we can learn even more. And if you want to get on Telegram, I have a Reconnaissance Study Group. Yeah, reconnaissance. That is a military term for when you're going back into enemy lines and trying to get back the people, the wounded, the soldiers that are on enemy territory and bringing them back. Or we can actually go on some of our own paperwork and look to see where we've made mistakes. Karma, are you needing to say hi to everybody? You're being a little vocal right now. But anyways, if any of you guys want to join us on the Reconnaissance Study Group, then that's where we're going to try to get some of our paperwork done. Hey, Kimberly, I'm glad that you're here.
Yes, ma'am.
So I heard that you got blocked on Facebook and Messenger for putting some posts up about the law. Interesting. And you're not able to pass on any information, but you're on Telegram, right? So that's cool.
Yes. I was like, oh, thank God I can talk to somebody.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm here for. Friday night, I try to make myself available. I do work. And my dog, she needs to go out, so I'm gonna have to let her out. Well, hopefully there's no coyotes. I'm just saying. But anyways, I digress. Anyways, is there anything that you wanted to talk about specifically, Kimberly? I know R Kool was on the line. Wonder if he could get in or not. Let me see if he can get in. He says it's not working. Let me try it again. I don't know. Click.
I don't know if he's like me. It's probably the user.
Yeah, whenever I go on the meeting ID thing, I just click where it's underlined. Let me see. It's underlined. and hopefully he'll be able to get in. So you had seen the traffic stop that I had on my
Yes, girl, you did so good. I was like, oh, look at her go. Because I had, I didn't get my license done, and this lady hit me. And so I couldn't drive the car or anything. And then here comes the cop. And then my registration was all jacked up. But it was one of the ones that had arrested me for not having the registration 2 years before that. And I just said, that's when I asked the cop, I said, well, what crime did I commit? And he was like, your registration's out or expired or whatever. I said, sir, that's not a crime. I said, that's a statute. Oh, it just pissed him off. And I just stood there real calmly. And he said, your license and registration. And I said, did I commit a crime? I said, I'm just asking you what I did. What did I do? And he wouldn't answer me. And then he got on the radio and says, non-compliant. 5 officers showed up, girl, 5. And I just stood there because I'm like, I'm not playing with y'all today. I'm not. You're not going to bully me. And so I just stood there, and he was just still trying to, give me those licenses. And I was like, you ain't getting them. And so, so they took me, 5 of them, girl. And I just kept on. I stood my ground. I just stayed quiet. And I thought, just keep on. And they got me in there, did all that crap, that they do
arrested
to you.
you?
And
They arrested
yes,
you?
Yes, because I pissed that cop off. Because I asked him also, I said, will you call a sheriff? No. And I was like, I didn't say nothing else after that. So they got me in there, and I was already, they took my clothes off and all that, and about to put me in jail. And the lady at the counter, when I was sitting there, she started shaking her head like, nope. And I thought, I'm out, because I knew it was an unarrestable offense. And they had to turn me right back around. But in the meantime, they had towed my car and done all that crap, girl. And I was just like, ugh.
Did you have to pay a certain
anyway,
fee?
they had to let me out. Yes, I had to pay like 200 something bucks to get my car out and all that crap. But before the cop would even let me out of the car, ChaYah, he made me sign a ticket. I said, you're going to make me sign this ticket after you just had to let me out of this car or bring me back from that jail? And so I quickly remembered, and I thought, ooh, brackets. So I put brackets around my name, like the 4-corner rule. And so when I went to check on the ticket, dismissed. And I was like, yeah, that's what I thought.
Wow, that's
so.
cool.
And then when I had to go, when my boyfriend shoved me in to get my car registered, because I wouldn't. I mean, he literally threw me into the DMV to get that car registered. And so I quickly thought then too, I went, ooh. So I signed it, put brackets around my name without recourse. Sure did.
Sheesh. Yeah, Ray can't, R Kool can't get in. Try the numbers in the passcode.
Oh,
Weird. Oh, interesting. Wonder how you're able to get on. Everybody else can't get on, huh? That's weird. Huh. Oh, and now I have radiant phone. What is he texting me? What? Yeah, I'm getting a text right now. Let's see. I need you to retract that strike, dude. Just saying. Anyways, I'm gonna try to get off the phone. That's why I try to make this meeting early so that everybody can get on. Because, oh, great, you can tell them, you can do that, whatever. Ugh.
so he put that strike on you because of the stuff that you put on from his channel?
Videos only for a small group. No. Okay. Well. Please remove the strike. Boom. Oh, I gotta go get my dog. I can hear her. I want to make sure she doesn't get eaten. Oh. Okay, come on. Up. Good girl. you know, some people, they try to act like they want to help the world, and then you go and try to help the world, and then they try to put a strike on you for helping the world. I'm not making any money on my channel, get real. I don't have commercials because I can't stand it. It's bad enough when you're traumatized, you know, because things have happened to you, and then you're learning all this new stuff, and then they put commercials every 3 seconds on the videos. It sucks. I can't stand
Oh,
it.
yes.
You know, plus the guy
So
is
you know
yelling
they're
at
just
you.
doing the money.
Huh? What?
He's just doing it for the money, girl, with all those commercials and stuff.
Of course. That's how
I
you
don't
make
know.
a lot of money. And then you have subscribers, and then you get the donations, because I don't know. And then he probably helps him with other stuff too. But anyways, I don't even want to give him any more time. No negative energy, you know, because the whole idea
Yeah.
is we're supposed to
Yep.
be above and not below.
Let it go.
And we need to be able to help each other. You know, how can you help your brethren?
Yes.
I understand if maybe somebody said something wrong that they wish they hadn't said. Hey, R Kool is getting on here, yay. Then, you know, I could edit that part or whatever, but to withhold information to people,
Yeah.
that's not cool. That's not cool. No.
See, I don't agree with that at all, because another friend of mine saw some stuff and he finally got on board, and he sent me a message and he goes, Kim, I just feel like such a first grader. I said, Toby, don't worry. I said, because everybody is at different levels of this. And I said, we have to be there to help each other, because people don't understand certain things. And if you do, help them.
Mm-hmm.
Just help them understand it, because we're all rising, and we're all rising at different levels.
Right. Hey, R Kool, I'm glad that you made it.
Amen, girl.
I don't know how you were able to get on, but I'm glad you're here. Yay.
You know what happened?
No.
Of all times, I had to update my Zoom.
Oh,
It's probably because I have a strike on YouTube. It's probably that's the reason. No. I don't know. I just thought, you know, we're all, you know, awakening to from our sleep or slumber. You know, it's reminding me so much of the Wizard of Oz. You know, when Dorothy and they were going to go,
it is exactly
conspiracy.
it.
and then they had the poppy fields, and then they had to get the, I think it was
Yes,
the Tin Man
yes.
and the Straw Man weren't affected, but the human people, they were all in their slumber, and then they called on the wicked witch, or the good witch of the north, or whatever, and then she made it snow, and I got rid of the chemtrails or whatever it was, poppy, whatever, making them all drugged up, you know. Didn't you say something about chemtrails that you recently heard about? Was this the Ukraine thing that you were saying, Kimberly? About liquid rabies?
Yeah,
What? What's
yes.
that?
That was going to be the big one. It was going to be the big one because the, you know what, the jabs didn't work. And so they didn't work as well as they wanted it to do. And so that was their next bioweapon that they were planning.
Is that that Marburg thing?
Gosh, honey, there were so many things going on in my head squished in. I just know, I don't know the name of it, but that was what was just released that I found out.
Is this in the United States of America? Or are you talking about the Ukraine?
The Ukraine.
They were
developing it, creating it in those labs to bring over in Ukraine, to bring over to United States, or the whole country. I mean, the whole global people.
Oh, so they were developing it over there, and then they were gonna put it
in the labs over there.
Oh.
Another goodie for you is How come they did the 5G when everybody was on lockdown?
Oh, you mean built those towers and stuff and started upgrading all that stuff? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, they install all those on the telephone poles and stuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
you think that's a little
Yes, they did.
suspicious? Yeah, because that stuff, I heard it's like radiation poisoning and that has the same
Radiation.
yeah, same kind of symptoms as like
Yes.
metallic in your mouth, lose your sense of smell, headaches, body aches, fever, stuff like that. Plus, you know, if you're being cooked, your blood oxygen obviously is getting thicker. I saw something on Peggy Hall this morning.
Yes.
She has, I really like her, the Healthy American, and she has a product on there, the Reds or something like that. And I looked at the ingredients and they're mostly beets, which I don't like beets, but I guess I could drink the juice, and cranberry juice.
You
And
gotta start eating them, girl. Get the pink one. Yes.
apparently that stuff is supposed to be really good, vitamin C. And I don't know, does it do something with your blood or something? She was saying something about helps thin out the blood or something, because your blood, if it gets sluggish,
Yes.
then you've
Yeah,
been feeling
it helps with oxygen saturation in
Oh,
your
yeah.
blood, in your cells.
Oh yeah.
And what else did I hear? Oh, cilantro, y'all. Cilantro is like really, really, really good about getting the metals out of your body.
I could do that. Brian Parker turned me on to this a pyramid thing. There's like copper and certain metals and stuff. It's
Oh.
supposedly supposed to be, I don't know, cleaning the air, or, you know, like something with, you know, all these computers.
Yes.
I have like an iPad and a phone and my, you know, computer all in the same area. So I try and keep this stuff here. Like, I don't know. It's so pretty. I just think it's so pretty. But I don't know how resin.
Yes.
Can that just block all the stuff? I don't know, but it's pretty. But anyways, I have it here. I thought, it's technology maybe from a long time ago. Is that how they deal? Is that how they do the pyramid thing? I don't know. But
Yes, girl. Yes. It's amazing what happened way back in the day that they have hidden from us.
well, I saw this
Yes,
one
all the
black and
healing
white.
frequency.
I saw this guy in a hovercraft. It looked like it was a stand upright type of, you know, hovercraft thing. And they were using the Tesla coils. That was like from the 1920s. I was like,
Yes, girl. Yes. But that's the energy that they don't want us to know about. And that's why they have poisoned us, to keep us dumb. And so we don't know, but this is already in us because of our vibrations, is how you can do that.
Interesting. Yeah, because I did take some music
Where's J. Kool?
classes.
You're absolutely right. You're 100% right on that one.
You agree with me, R Kool?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're 100% right on that.
Yay.
I've been studying that for a long time, and I know
Yes. You gonna tell us? You know what? Did you mute yourself? He wasn't gonna tell us. He's gonna keep us in suspense. Well,
I was
right now-
fixing to say now
she's telling the truth. She knows what she's talking about.
well, let's hear what you have to say, R Kool.
Well, because that's how they cut all the stones back in the day.
Yeah. Yep. And you know, it was weird over here
By the vibrations.
when I was, they were cutting down a tree. Sorry, you guys, my iPad is, it's stuck and I just keep getting notifications. I can't turn it off. It won't turn off. Sorry about the noise, but they were cutting down a tree the other day, and then they used this big, what is that thing called? A crane to help cut the tree. And then they had these like freeway concrete things, and they were lowering them down right on the back side of the hill. And I was saying to the guy, wow, I wonder if they did the pyramid like that. He's all, yeah, don't you think? I go, yeah, that looks so easy, like just heavy duty concrete thing. And then the crane thing, and they're just laying it down so easily. It looked cool. I was like, wow, I had to videotape it a little bit with my phone. But I thought, come on, those things are big. The pyramids, wow.
Yeah, girl, those pyramids, some of those stones, they said that they weighed each one of them. Now, this is just what I've read and learned is 80 tons. Just one. 80 tons.
Dang.
Not 8, 80. That is heavy. Now, who can do that? What machinery do they make that can do that?
They had better machinery. They wiped out the whole civilization.
Yes.
I'm thinking that. I've been
Yes,
watching
with the
some videos.
frequencies.
Yeah. I was watching some videos.
SGT report.
Oh, SGT report. Okay. Yeah, because I think
SGT
every 100
report
years they
Does
do
a whole scenario
cleansing.
on that.
Mm. Yeah. It's almost like,
What do you know, R?
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, you guys talk. Let's hear what you have to say.
How could there be healers running around everywhere, touching people and healing them?
Because of their frequency. It's a
Exactly.
It's in us. We just have to
Exactly.
activate it and wake it up.
Exactly.
Yes. We should not be sick at all. We should be having these vibrations that will vibrate any sickness or disease out.
Exactly. But they got a bunch of rich bankers running around, putting everybody on medicines and crap,
Yes.
and keeping that hidden from us.
Yes.
I was talking to you earlier today about that. You could heal people by just a touch.
Yes. That's what God talks about in the Bible.
Exactly.
So, yes. And it's up to us to keep that vibration at that healing vibration.
Exactly.
When I was doing your picture today, I was like, because the kids were not even in this picture with you and, your girlfriend. And it was so interesting. Look at, they're all touching one another and just their smiles with their faces. It makes you feel good when you see that, like it makes me happy. I know it looks kind of.
That's what I was saying to you.
Yeah.
I was saying to you how healing a picture is.
Yeah.
To the people it's directed to and that admire it.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't do anything for other people, but how refreshing and healing it is to the people that honor it.
Well, I think there might
because you're sending those good vibrations to them.
You know how
your vibrations are coming through to me through your brush and your hand on the brush.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of interesting because even it says
I think that
about keeping the word before your eyes, make it like a pillar. Put the word before your eyes constantly. Like the word was living life. He spoke the word and he healed them. It's so true. When you hear good news,
and
it makes you feel so
yes,
much better.
ChaYah.
It gives you hope. It really does. Like the other day when State Farm
because
called
our
me
words,
I was like, yeah, finally. Did you guys know that they approved me?
You're positive.
For my claim.
I heard that, girl, and that is so great.
Yeah,
yes.
because I showed
your good words.
Yeah.
Yes, but your positive words have a frequency in them And when you speak those positive words, that frequency, it knows that it's positive. And so that is going out, but it's the frequency of the word and the tone. It's all about that. And so that's why we have to learn how to function in these high density bodies, because we're going to the 5D.
She has an excellent frequency and a way of relaying that.
And you got to reverb it so everybody can understand what you're talking about, because everybody perceives things so different.
She has an excellent frequency and she knows how to express it. That's why that police officer.
Oh, you're talking about me.
Kind of
I didn't know who you're talking about.
Oh, of course. Of course I am. That police officer just kind of, put his tail between his legs and walked away.
Because she was smothering his negative frequency with her positive.
Exactly.
And causing it to get going in the positive frequency,
Well,
you got to get the momentum going.
You know what I think it was the truth. When you know the truth makes you free. And I literally had
there you go.
Their paperwork from their website, and I read him what it said about the California Code 21052, how it says that all vehicles on the highway, this has got to do with the vehicle code. This is the number one thing. Who does the vehicle code apply to? It applies to all vehicles on the highway that are employed by the state. And he saw it.
It's more than that.
He held it in his hand.
It's
He
more than
noticed
that.
it was
Because
from
I'm telling you,
his own
if
website.
I said that, I may not have had the same results. If somebody else said that, they may not have the same results.
Because of their tone and their frequency, right?
Exactly.
That's what I think.
Well, he also had said something about
You're
sovereign
exactly
citizen.
right.
He said sovereign citizen, and I go, no, you cannot be both a sovereign and citizen. That's like saying you're a king and a slave, at the same time.
Oxymoron.
So
Yes.
I did correct the twistedness. And that's the thing about when we speak the truth, speak it in love, obviously, because everybody has a deficit. Everyone was twisted up and taught incorrectly. So when you speak the truth in love, then they know the truth, and then the truth makes them free. And maybe he got a little disarmed by, I better look into that. I better study that, because he said something about, well, we're going to do a little bit more research, and then, maybe you'll get something in the mail. Okay. I'm like, no, you don't have my address, number one. Number two, I'm not a resident, not a U.S. citizen. And the car wasn't registered to me. It wasn't even registered from the guy ahead of time. So but it was interesting. He was trying to make a parallel as if that guy was just like me. I'm like, no, there's a big difference there. He's a reprobate. I am not a reprobate, okay? No, I am lawful. He's illegal. I'm lawful. Two different things there. So I didn't get a chance to say it, so I figured I'd say now, make it right here. But anyways, tomorrow is the end day.
So ChaYah was
10 days of
was
that
the car registered?
No, that guy did not register it. No, he just got it in April. And what he did do was get.
So there was no registration on it?
I don't really know, because he got the tags for it and he was supposed to get new tags for January. So in that aspect, but when I looked at, the thing from the DMV, it said something about this is not a permit to drive. You have to finish registration, and he hadn't finished registration. So he might have just did it temporarily just to get the tags, but he never even registered it. But tomorrow is the last day of my conditional acceptance, and I need to be getting, what do they call it, a judgment. But I feel weird going into the title Article 1 courts that they don't have jurisdiction over me. Why do we go to the Article 1 courts to get
Right.
what is it called? What is that thing called? A judgment. That's kind of weird. Why do, if we're private,
Kangaroo court.
yeah, it just seems off to me. Like, why don't I just go ahead and do the commercial?
see,
lien?
that's the thing.
I
If you're
think I can just do
private,
the commercial
you
lien.
shouldn't have to even be entering those courts.
No, I should just go ahead and do the commercial lien on him. Because I've already sent him the 3 notices, and I sent it with the, what's it called, a notary, and I've given him plenty of time. So
Yeah.
I think I should go ahead and do the commercial lien. I mean, I'd like to do a 1099A somehow and have him check box 5 to pay it back, but he didn't give me his EIN number. I guess I could look up his EIN number. I think that there is something, if you Google EIN something, you can find out what their corporation, because he's trying to like willy-nilly say he's the purchaser, but he's saying his business is the purchaser, whatever. But anyways, I don't know. I don't know everything.
A business can't be the purchaser.
Unless this trust bought it,
Mine was a trust.
unless that business is.
Mine was a trust, but he was
So
dishonorable.
did he have a LLC? Is that what he had that he's saying that bought the car in the first place?
He called a legacy funeral group or something, but I don't see the LLC there. Yeah, he drives dead people around.
Well, he still should have a registered business in Minnesota.
Him?
He's got to have a vendor's license for a charter.
You know, I did that
Hello?
Minnesota thing. I did that.
Exactly. If you're
Aliens.
going to be flipping cars, you have to be registered for that.
Yes. You have to have some sort of DBA or assumed name, you know what I mean, to do business. You have to. It's got to be in your state somewhere, baby, or his business is illegitimate.
Yeah, I think he is. Big time. And I don't think he does have a,
So you could look
Lawyer.
it up at the Secretary of State.
yeah, I'm gonna have to do that.
I
He's-
know yes to a lot of those things, and they may help you in court, but you're going to be going to court on this, and your conditional acceptance, you're going to have to, like you said, you're going to have to file a judgment against them, and we'll have to see where that goes. I would reach out to Chris Hauser and see what he has to say about that.
Yeah, I might do that. Well, I just want to thank
Because
you
if
guys.
you file that claim against that, put that lien on there, that's going to cause them to not be able to do business, babe. See?
Yeah.
So you just need a declaratory judgment
Mm-hmm.
if
But
you've
how do you
already
get-
done the default thing.
How do you get the judgment?
You just take those papers in after you've done the default thing and it's already past due, you just need to go in and tell that clerk that you need the judge to sign off on this default.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I just go up to the clerk's window. Okay.
And
Yeah,
ask
'cause
her
I've
to
sent
get
him
the judge to
3
sign off on a declaratory.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I
so-
did the 3 letters. Yeah, we do have to like build up our weak areas. And I think maybe it's possible that we as women, maybe even some men, have not been taught to exercise their rights.
Excuse me.
No, I'm saying the way that a lot of in our society, because I've studied this as a sociologist, is that a lot of women were taught to be, seen and not heard, be barefoot and pregnant, don't be bossy
Yes.
or mouthy, do not be assertive or aggressive. Just be quiet, just take it. But I'm just saying that if we don't exercise our rights, then we don't have any. And what good is it to fight to get your rights and then not exercise them? So
Know how to apply them.
yeah, we have to know.
But it's, girl, they don't want this system to go down. So that's why we have to be bigger, and it's just, they're so strong and we get intimidated, but we just have to stand there and go, nope, I'm bigger than this. I'm bigger than this. I'm bigger than this.
Well, one of those videos that I did, it says, woe to you lawyers and doctors or whatever. I was reading from the scriptures. It says that we are commanded to know more than they. If we don't, because if we do
Yes.
not study to show ourselves approved of men and of our Creator, then we haven't done our own due diligence. And he says that my people perish for a lack of knowledge. And the problem is that
Yep.
these ones, Pharisees or Sadducees, whatever you want to call them, lawyers, doctors, whatever, they have tried to, hide the knowledge from all the people. And we're going with the science is what they say. No, they're not. They're just saying that it's false, and that's also with the gurus and the different ones, they're taking other people's
Yes,
stuff.
honey, we have been
They're taking other
indoctrinated.
people's stuff. They're taking
Yes,
other
we have been
people's stuff.
just lied to about everything.
Yeah. They're taking other people's
Yes,
stuff and acting
everything,
like they're the
everything.
originators of it, and they're not. And as
Because
we trickle
everything about that, honey, was developed by fraud.
through-
It's
Mhm.
all just a fraud game. And this is how they have kept us in this bondage. And that's what they're talking about in the Bible, is because this United States, or this Washington, D.C. little square,
Mhm.
they
10,000
feel like they own every one of us. And so once we can distinguish that, it's like they are actually foreign to us.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
are American nationals, and they are the foreign government in our country.
Right. They're the pirates.
Yes. Yes. And when
Throwing
we
their
taught
net.
this in school, did you ever hear anything about this in school? No. And so now we're having to catch up like at lightning speed
Mhm.
where they are.
Right.
That's
'Cause
why
I
we're
did
all
go
tired and
through-
ragged out, because we're studying like maniacs.
I went through the public education system, and I went to college, and then I went to the university, and I got 4 degrees, and I know what they're teaching the kids. The first thing you go in your astronomy class and you're going to get a video on evolution and the Big Bang. And I'm like, no, that's wrong, because we didn't break off from a piece of the sun. Hello, God made the heavens and the earth. And on the 4th day, he made the sun, moon, and stars. And they were lights, by the way. So if you're saying in this evolution video with, movie stars narrating over it to make, the appeal to authority and appeal to their emotion, you're trying to say that the sun broke off a big piece and Big Bang, and that's how the earth was made, a circle, a perfect globe? No. Earth is just dirt. It's flat, level landmass. We're not a globe. So this globalism is all about taking land
Honey.
grabs and then the water and the sky.
Yes.
They're trying to grab it like an everlasting gobstopper, and it's in our hands right here. See? So that's a Jesuit thing and
Right.
Freemason thing and whatever.
Oh, totally. Totally.
Yeah. But that's what they teach in the
Bolsheviks, whatever they are from. Yes.
Bolsheviks,
Everything
yeah.
that they taught us, sweetheart, everything is a lie. Everything that they have taught
Right.
us out of
And
those
then they
books
even
is a
bragged
lie.
about it. They said
Everything.
when the United States citizens or the United States or the American people, when everything that they know is totally the lies and the opposite, then that's when we've won. So people are going to have to wake up and get out of all of this false teaching. And you know what?
Yes.
It's really going to come back to going on what is in my head and what is in my mind and what is inside of me.
Yes.
How did it get in there? And so I made a website for my artwork.
But they did. They put it in there. And so it's up to us, because now we're having to go, okay, wait, that's the lie part. Here's the truth part. And so we're having to fight that in our own mind. And that's where the chaos is coming from. So once we can figure that out and keep that on that side and this on this side, then you're good to go, because then you can stay on your straight and narrow path.
Mm-hmm. I did some artwork because after taking, I got psychology degree and then a sociology degree, and then I got a humanities and art degree. And then I said, oh, all this free Masonic junk and Luciferian stuff that you're teaching me, I don't want to deal with it. I want to do art. So I decided I'm going to do studio art. And that's when I was learning about the computers. And I did a thing on NASA and grabbed their pictures and put it on the Photoshop, and I'm opening them up and I'm asking the director of the photography, professor. And I'm like, why is NASA using Photoshop? That makes this an image. It's no longer a picture anymore. He goes, oh, they must have had an old camera. I go, old camera. Like they can't afford anything? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Am I that stupid? Dude, he was like so brainwashed. It was ridiculous.
Yes, girl. Yes.
And then anyways,
Yeah, but they can fly to the moon, but they must have had a little camera.
Yeah, and that red phone, that was the landline for Nixon. Wow, no delay at all, man. I need to have that red phone with no delay. That was crazy, man. Like, how you doing up there? Hey.
Oh my God, that's so funny. He must have a little camera.
I know, I couldn't believe it.
They're flying to the moon. Top secret mission. They had a little camera.
I see the Wikipedia, or is it Wikipedia? No. WikiLeaks. Did you see the WikiLeaks video of Stanley Kubrick and John Glenn?
Oh my God.
Put it on my
camera. That's a good one.
TikTok. Because they were filming the moon landing in the Nevada desert. Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
no
I
longer
never
have the
heard
technology to
that was a great one.
But anyways, I'm going to post my website for my art on this particular video, because on all those pieces of art, it breaks down all of the lies. And one of this big picture that I did of this big RV, I made it look like the Mystery Machine. And I put President Trump at the time.
I saw that.
President. I made him the driver. He was in the driver's seat, obviously. And he's drinking a Diet Woke. And right behind him is a U.S. citizen chained up in gold. And it says sold because they just sold the RV, the other one. But it just happened to be right where the people were, and I thought, oh, that's a good analogy right there. Whoa, we all got sold. And anyways, he's flying over the moon. And then they have Stanley Kubrick and The Shining videotaping, or not filming. And then there's the guy, with this astronaut suit on, putting the flag in the moon and blood squirting out all over the place. And then they have over to the side, there's a Photoshop screen of the computer, and I made a Curly from, what's it called? The Globetrotters. He is doing a slam dunk of the world, spinning globe into the basket. And then I have like the Hubble telescope in the trash can with Oscar the Grouch coming out. But all of that stuff means something. And the reason why I came up with that particular thing was because of some stupid quote from Elon Musk. It said, it's real because it looks so fake. And I thought, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard. It's real because it looks so fake. So I'm going to make all this fake stuff. Is that real? No, none of it's real. So anyways, I'll probably put this picture on this particular video. But I just want to thank you guys. It looks like we only have a few more minutes left. 6 minutes. Did you guys want to talk about anything?
Rod Class. Class is the guy I wanted to say something about.
Rod Class?
Who?
And Rod Class. Look up Rod Class.
All right. Can you tell us a little
on
bit more?
YouTube or whatever.
Okay.
Like Rod,
he-
R-O-D.
ROD.
Yeah. Is he talking about the law?
Malika follows him.
Oh, okay.
Malika follows him. And what Rod Class does is he holds people accountable everywhere from attorneys
That's
to
great.
clerks to
Sounds good.
yeah, it's fantastic.
Okay.
Was
And
he the
holds
one-
the whole appearance accountable. He holds the judge accountable. He got judges disbarred.
Oh,
Yeah,
We'll
this
have
guy's
to-
bad, man.
we'll have to check him out.
Yeah.
I just
He
unsubscribed on
used to
another,
have classes, but
another channel today.
I think he got too old to do the classes, and he's got too much more on his plate than he can handle.
Mhm.
But Malika's in his classes, and that's why when Malika's telling you all this stuff, she knows it's true because
Mhm.
she follows all these guys.
Yes. I bet you I've studied under 15 different ones, just trying to cross-reference everything that they're saying.
Mhm.
Malika summarizes it in her speakings. That's why the one I sent you today is so powerful. She's summarizing everything in her statements.
I'll check that
In the mortgage contract.
Mhm.
In a mortgage contract, how can you have a contract with somebody if they didn't sign?
Oh, you mean a unilateral?
What? Yeah, what kind of person signed your contract?
Oh, you mean another person? Or are you talking about a corporation to a person?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm talking about a person. What other person signed your contract?
Yeah. All we did was give them a promissory note for the money. And then when we signed the mortgage, we signed a power of attorney and didn't realize it. And they went back to the Treasury Department and took that money immediately
Mhm.
and then caused us to start having to pay it back, double dipped.
Yeah. And they want you to pay on the money they already got.
Yeah. And
How
so
can these banks be in business? You think they're honestly living on holding your money?
Oh, no. So I know all about that too. So we've got to definitely do another Zoom call, y'all.
Yeah. We'll do it. I'll set it up for Friday nights at 7. And what we can do in the meanwhile is on a Reconnaissance Study Group. Just post on there what we're doing. What we're doing.
What time is your time, baby, where you are?
Right now it's I don't know. Let me look at my clock. I'm in California, so it's 8 o'clock right now.
Okay. So I'm 10. So I just need to remember that it's going to be 2 hours later than what you say.
What state are you in?
Texas.
Oh, Texas. Okay.
It's 10 by me too. I'm in your same time zone.
Oh.
Where are you, R Kool?
Chicago.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm a little north of you.
Yes.
Little, I think a lot. Well, we have 2 minutes left, and I just want to thank you guys for showing up.
All right.
I've been doing this
And we'll
on Friday nights at 7 Pacific Standard Time, just to be able to.
This was a good one.
Yeah, because we need to be able to.
and we'll get more specific next time.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? We'll get more
Yeah.
specific next time and then talk out more details.
Yeah, I think we should try.
Yeah,
Administrative.
they keep you putting out fires. Put out a fire here, put out a fire there, put out a fire here, and don't look at what's going on over there because
Oh, and then
and that's the big thing.
Stupid. It's ridiculous. They're always, well, that's what they do. Chaos. They try to get order out of chaos.
Yes.
Exactly.
Want all the people to go, oh, please do something about this. Take away all the guns from everyone, please. It's stupid stuff, man.
You know what? All them forest fires, they were doing those with lasers, and I could
Yeah.
prove that.
Yes.
Because the guy next door to me, he said his tree got hit by lightning and it burned from the inside. And I go, that
Mhm.
wasn't lightning, buddy.
No, no.
Yeah, we had some
That's
in,
what those
Yeah.
towers are doing.
in our area too. The street I used to live on, like 4 or 5 houses all got totally obliterated. It was bad. They're rebuilt now, but one of them didn't. Well, we're going to end this because it looks like we got less than a minute. So I just want to thank you guys for being on here, and hopefully we will be able to work together and get our things taken care of. So thanks so much, you guys.
Yes, and good vibrations, guys.
Yeah,
Good
Thank you.
frequency,
Absolutely.
okay?
sounds good.
Thank you,
Good
ladies.
night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.